Back in the original heyday of Transformers, the thought of having a complete combiner team felt as likely as obtaining a flying skateboard or happiness. So it's been a minor delight to finally fulfill those childhood dreams of sticking 4 reasonably crappy robots onto a slightly less crappy, bigger robot over and over. That's not really fair, is it? Well, it is true with the Terrorcons, sure. These were a real object of desire in my youth. I mean, they're called the Terrorcons. They all turn into monsters of some kind. They combine into a big lad called Abominus. What's not to like? Oh, the toys. Kinda. To be upfront, these aren't originals. These are one of those knockoff copy sets you see on eBay. But to be honest, comparing quality with other official combiners, they're not that bad. Tight joints, sturdy plastic. They're winners, at least in that category. Standing together, there isn't much of a unifying colour scheme between them, but their weird and wonderful alt modes make it clear they belong together. First, let's look at Sinner Twin, an exceptionally satanic sounding name. He's a 2-headed dragon, folks. You can't argue with that. There's a big gun on his back which you can remove, and I suppose you could wag his tail up or down or stick a cotton bud up his bumhole here, but that's about it for play features in this mode. You're probably wondering, where are all those limbs and heads and tails stored when he's in robot mode? Right here. Yeah, just right at the back here. Not great, but I guess what do you expect? You look at his little arms that swing out from the chest, absolutely pathetic, but in the best way. He comes with a little green pistol, so fish that out of the bag you're storing all the other Terrorcon horse shit in. Cutthroat is next, and wowee, they really didn't mess around when it came to naming these guys, did they? He's a big bird monster like Rodan, which I really dig. His gun doubles as a tail too, which is pretty clever. Transformation is more or less the same as Sinner Twin. Pull the legs out, swing the kibble to the back. I will say this is a much sleeker robot with actual defined arms. You definitely have to use the back legs for support when standing them up though. Overall, Cutthroat's good. Blot is up next, and they're just so weird. I'm tempted to say he's shite, but he's not really. I don't know. Maybe he is. His alt mode is listed as an ogre. I do like it. I just don't know how I feel about Blot. I like his removable backpack and the slime gun combo you can have over his shoulder. And the robot mode's you wouldn't say it's clean, but it's tidy, at least. His little head and his wee arms. They don't inspire confidence, but he feels sturdy and weighty compared to his pals. Blot's alright. Ripper Snapper here is a wonderful little maniac, a bipedal shark with his blaster forming the fin on his back, which is so clever and fun. I do wish the daft wee mouth would open, but also look at this adorable little fin on his arse. Getting into robot mode, he's probably suffering the least from the amount of stuff hanging off him. He can stand on his own, he's sleek-ish, but we do still have those rubbish little arms. Ripper Snapper's a close second to Cutthroat for my favourite of the limbots. Team leader and overall big bad bastard is hun-gurrr, which is a very funny, good name, actually. Another 2-headed dragon on the team might seem like overkill to you, like they were running out of ideas or something, but you keep that trap shut while I try to come up with an argument against that. It is nice though, nicely articulated necks, some nice hot pink fins and stubby little tail, love it. It's kind of clear from looking at this mode, what's going to need to happen for the robot mode, isn't it? But even then, it's still fun and engaging enough. And once we're done, we're left with this big lanky streak of piss. hun-gurrr is great stuff. Head rotates, good leg articulation, shoulders, a great G1 team leader. And you can stick this big shield on his shoulder if you're so inclined. So that's the team, but how do they fare when combined? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? And that's to combine them. So they say that you can put them in any order, but I'll stick to the instructions, thanks very much. And there you have it. Abominus. Isn't that a great looking combiner? Well, no, it's horrible, but that's what's so great about it. That misshapen, asymmetrical feeling, a big, weird, messy boy. And thanks to hun-gurr's legs, we have posability like you've never seen on a bot like this. I wish the arms had anything near this level of posability. I do also love the huge helmet too. It's just such a cool design overall. The Terrorcons are a mixed bag, but end on such a high note it's hard to stay mad at them. As a team, they just work. In terms of the teams I've reviewed so far, I definitely prefer it to Superion, kinda prefer it to Bruticus, and yeah, here's about right. Alright, see you tomorrow.